Welcome to episode number 84, and in today's episode, I want to talk about negativity. Now, there's internal negativity, there's external negativity. What do we do when, we start thinking negatively? What do we do when people are placing their own opinions on you and saying you can't do it, it can't be done? What do we do in those circumstances? Well, in today's episode, I address that. How do we overcome the internal negativity and how we overcome the external negativity? Stay tuned. So the big question is, how do ambitious people like us, who grew up listening to the old advice of go to school, work hard for 40 years, and retire when you're old, create a life today that is meaningful, abundant, healthy, and brings joy, while also leading a life that is productive and full of achievement? That is the question, and this is the podcast that will help give you the answers that you're searching for. My name is Del Denny, and welcome to the Upgrade Your Life podcast. What's going on? Del Denny here, and again, welcome to the Upgrade Your Life podcast. And today I want to talk about negativity. And it's so easy to let negativity to creep into our lives. And I really wanted to outline two areas of negativity that we have to be aware of. Now, for good and for bad, something that was on my mind. I don't know about you, but when I'm in the gym, and I'm focusing on working out, I have a flood of ideas that come to my mind and thoughts and inspiration, and negativity has been on my mind, just with people that want to be haters, that hate on you, and the negativity that comes along with that. Then also the negativity that creeps in your own mind, of your own weaknesses and whatnot. And so I wanted to share two thoughts when it comes to negativity, how we can use that for fuel, and also how to be aware of it at the same time. So the first one I want to talk about is the negativity that goes into our mind. I don't care who you are, everybody has negativity that can creep into their mind. The question is, what do you do with that negativity once it comes into your mind? Now, too many people go down the rabbit hole. They entertain that idea. They let it fester in their mind. They go deep down the rabbit hole of that negative thought, which spawns another negative thought, which spawns another negative thought. And you have to be like, in my mind, Indiana Jones. Now, there's a famous scene in Indiana Jones where you have Indiana Jones, and he's going against this bad guy, and this bad guy has the swords, and he's doing this big introduction with the swords, and showing how awesome he is with the swords. And then the camera pans to Indiana Jones, and he just shoots him, and the guy dies. And it's such a great scene, but I think that happens a lot like negativity. Too many times we entertain that negative thought, and we battle with it, and we go, but really what we need to do is we need to be quick at shooting it and killing it and going on to the next thing. So, how do we do that? Well, when a negative thought comes into your mind, the first thing is to have a little self-awareness of, hey, this is a negative thought. Let's change my thought pattern. So there's a couple ways that we can do that. The first way we can do is we can change our mind, change a different thought. We can sing a song in our head, turn on some music. We can recognize that, hey, this is a negative thought. What else could I think? What's an opposite way if I can think of that? The other way that we can change that thought pattern is to change our physiology. We can change our physical state. So that's like when you have those negative thoughts creeping in your mind. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. Work sucks. I'll never get out of it. Whatever it may be. Go take a run. Go lift some weights. Go play putt-putt. Do something different physically, which will really help change your thought pattern. That's probably the easiest one. Another thing that you could do is put a rubber band on your wrist. And anytime a negative thought creeps in, you take that rubber band and flick it. And it'll have that little negative feeling. You're like, crap, you're right. I got to change my thoughts. Just switch it right from there. All right, so that's one way that we can harness negativity. We have to be aware of our own our own mental negativity. Now, there's also external negativity that can creep into our lives, and that's usually from other people. That can be our friends, that can be our family, that can be, a mother, a father, a son or a daughter. It could be a business partner. It could be a board member. It could be anyone who lets their own opinion of you creep in and try to give you that expert opinion, right? Oh, you want to start a business? Oh, don't you know that's risky? We're in a recession right now. Hey, I want to write a book. Oh, you want to write a book? Well, that just, that takes a lot of time. And, a lot of people don't even get their books published. And so you have all this negativity that people can place on you. And here's the key to remember. It's not that you can't do those things. What they're really expressing is their own limitations. That's what you have to realize. When people express negativity towards you or about you and the things that you can't do, the truth is they're expressing their own vulnerability. They're expressing what they can't do. They're expressing, it's risky to start a business. No, they're saying that I feel like I can't do that. It's risky to write a book. Well, I would love to do it, but I can't do that. That's what they're really saying. And so when it comes to achieving more and being more and becoming the best version of yourself, you're going to get negativity coming in from your own brain internally, and then you're going to get that external negative forces. And so what you do is recognize, number one, when it comes to your own mindset, change your physical state real quick if you can. And two, when you get that external stuff coming in, you have the doubters, the naysayers, the haters. Recognize that, number one, it's only them that is expressing what you can't do. But number two, you get to use that as fuel for the fire and to prove them wrong, which feels so dang good. And so that is the message of today's podcast of what do you do with negativity, whether it's from yourself or from other people. Well, change your physical state if it's coming in, that negativity in your own mind, or if it's external, coming from friends and haters and all that stuff, use it as fuel to help to prove them wrong. So anyways, that's it, my friends. I hope that helps today. This is Del Denny signing off. Remember, learn, lead, and live to your full potential. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes to get automatic episode updates for the Upgrade Your Life podcast. And finally, please take a minute to leave us an honest review and rating on iTunes. Your feedback really helps us out when it comes to the ranking of the show, and I make it a point to read every single one of the reviews that we get. So thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me on the Upgrade Your Life podcast. Have a great day.